for. Cell phone users beware, Big Brother may be listening. The Federal Bureau of Investigation can now hear everything you say, even when the cell phone is turned off.
Nobody wants you to get rich. You're on the outside looking in. They told me I shouldn't do this, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to bring you on the inside. Show you the truth. The gurus, your boss, the government, and everyone else who wants to keep you poor don't want you to hear. The real reason you failed, and are going to keep failing unless you listen to what I have to say. I know what it feels like to have the world against you, all alone, broke, buried in debt, having a heart attack every time you get another credit card bill, every time you look into your empty bank account. Listen, nobody's told you this before, and I shouldn't say a thing, but right now, you're part of the biggest conspiracy never told. A conspiracy to steal from you, to suck cash out of your pockets and keep you right where you are now and forever. In the same place you've been since day one, ever since you started thinking about making money online. The bottom of the ladder, to keep you desperate and addicted. And to make sure no matter what you do, no matter what you try, no matter how hard you work, no matter how lucky you get, you will never, ever, ever succeed and make the kind of money you're promised. Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you tried to reach out to an online guru and actually got help? Or even got an answer? Or even got anything at all? When's the last time you got anything except for that feeling of anger in the pit of your stomach as your bank balance just keeps falling and you go deeper in debt? That nauseous feeling that tells you you've been lied to yet again, that you've been manipulated, that you've been ripped off. Listen, the fact is, if you keep playing the same game, you're never going to win. The gurus and scammers won't let you. It's like trying to fight Mike Tyson in his prime. Like trying to beat Michael Jordan on the basketball court. Like bringing a knife to a gunfight. Whether you like it or not, the chips have been stacked against you since day one. You, my friend, have been dealt a losing hand from the get-go. From a rigged deck of cards that's designed to keep you broke. And if you don't do something about it now, you're going to continue playing the dirty game that you can't ever win. But if you do want to do something about it now, then here's your shot. I told you I'd bring you in, and I did. I have opened the door for you. It's up to you to take the first step inside. Behind this very page you're on right now lies a specially configured server loaded with everything you need to finally win for once, and the opportunity to start earning money as soon as tonight. Listen, just by opening your eyes to what's really going on, taking a deep breath, doing what I tell you in the next few minutes, you could be on your way to siphoning off all the cash you and your family need, and a whole lot more than that, in a market that's 100 times bigger than the internet, that the gurus and scammers can't touch because they're missing the one piece of the puzzle, the server with the top secret software. So no more. No more PPC, no more article marketing, no more Facebook ads, no more creating products, no more doing launches, no more SEO, no more blogging, no more domaining, no more CPA, no more bullshit. This is a server loaded with top secret technology, and in just a second, I'm going to flat out give you access to this underground software. The software cost me over $16,000 to develop. The software that almost cost me my marriage and my kids. It could finally be the key to the freedom you've been searching for, if you just open your eyes and use it. Let me just show you the amazing results this simple, automated system has helped produce for me and my family. Like I said, I don't even want to sell you this software. I want to just flat out give it to you, and for a very good reason that you'll see why. But first, I need to open your eyes to the conspiracy that's been holding you back for so long, and tell you the story about how I discovered the dirty secret of what really goes on online. How it almost cost me everything. And how giving you this software and helping you finally get rich is my payback, my driving goal, and my revenge. My name is Frank Lucas. You may have heard of me before, because 6 months ago I made a huge mistake. I gave up my status as a secret millionaire to teach 15,435 people just like you how to tap into over 5.2 billion cell phones in the world to create a flood of mobile traffic and cash that makes PPC, Facebook ads, and CPA look like a joke. And when I was done, after I shared my secrets and turned regular people the gurus had been abusing for years into genuine online moneymakers, I swore I'd walk away forever. And I almost did. That was the deal I had with my beautiful wife, Sarah, the woman who stood by me through everything and gave me 3 amazing kids. I never wanted to be famous. I never wanted to be in the public eye. I never wanted to pick a fight with the loser gurus who take some sick joy out of ripping hard-working people off. I just wanted to help people. I just wanted to make some millionaires and show some people that the dream really was doable. Share the secrets I'd learned that had transformed my life, and then fade away to my early retirement to raise my kids, make love to my wife, and live the good life. 6 months ago, I decided I needed to leave my old life behind. Sarah and I packed up the kids into our Escalade and decided to go out and live the good life in San Diego. We just wanted to relax, enjoy the easy money we were still raking in every day on autopilot, hobnob with the internet millionaires who are thick as thieves in sunny Southern California, retire. We cozied up in a $1 million condo overlooking the San Diego Bay while we looked for our dream home and prepared to do a whole lot of nothing. I just wanted to get out of the game, be a husband and a dad, and live the good life. Then I met Jack and discovered a secret that's going to change your life forever. Jack was my new next-door neighbor, 32 years old, already the richest guy I'd ever met in my life, and I've met more millionaires than I could count. Jack was one of those guys you have friends of friends talk about. Young, rich, and wildly successful. Drove a brand new Ferrari California. Semi-retired, working only 1 to 2 hours per day tops. To him, anything over 10 hours of work per week was considered overtime. Every once in a while, I'd hear him joke around about making a couple $100,000 in an off day. Hanging out in the yard one night, he mentioned he'd made $105,032 in one day and $1 million in a week, even though he was off on vacation in Hawaii. He was obviously someone who knew what he was doing. One day, Jack called me up and asked me if I wanted to come by the house. He said he was having some friends over who he thought I'd like to meet. I thought I was just going to go over there and play poker or have a beer, but when I saw the faces in the room, I knew I stumbled onto something big. Little did I know, I found myself among the richest online marketers on the planet. I found myself in a secret society of online millionaires, movers and shakers. You couldn't step foot in the house unless you made $1 million a year, cash. And there wasn't a guy in the room who worked more than 15 minutes a day. 17 guys, 9 of which you've heard of, and the other 8 you'll never hear from. I was number 18. A new member wasn't allowed in the past 3 years. I was the first. Now, here's the weird part. Even though every one of these guys was an internet millionaire, all any of them could talk about was getting out of internet marketing and going where the real money was. That they'd found something better than the internet and a hell of a lot more profitable. We all sat at this giant granite table in Jack's living room. He cleared his throat, and with a smile that sent chills up my spine and looking me right in the eye, he said, "There's a level below this level. The deep internet awaits." And he showed me a secret network that he and his friends have been using to make massive amounts of money without selling info products, doing CPA, or doing any of the stuff the gurus tell you have to do to make money online. Honestly, the market these guys showed me makes online marketing look like a joke. 8 trillion transactions taking place right now without nobody else knowing about it. Over $159 billion of revenue a year, growing at a pace no one on earth has ever seen before. Untraceable traffic, tapping into over 5.2 billion cell phones all over the world, pulling in millions of dollars. I couldn't believe the sheer amount of money these guys were making. I couldn't believe nobody had ever heard of this before. And most of all, I couldn't believe they were doing all this by hand. Little did they know, while they were talking, I was already 5 minutes into texting my Russian software development team top secret instructions on how to build what would be known as the first ever mobile money machine. By the time I left that meeting 3 hours later, we had a working prototype, software that tapped into the deep internet to get a piece of a $10 billion a year pie like clockwork. To take a backdoor approach to making money that anyone can use starting immediately. To create passive, unstoppable income streams literally at the push of a few buttons. I rushed home, cracked open my laptop, and fired up the code my programmer had sent me. I hit the go button at the bottom of the screen. I said a tiny prayer. I set up a campaign, and I waited. Nothing happened for a while. I was skeptical. This couldn't possibly be this easy. And then, about 60 minutes later, the sales started rolling in, just like we planned. And I couldn't believe it when the mountain of cash started coming in. I still remember that rapid beating in my chest as I sat there hunched over my computer, watching the cash in my account shoot up, realizing I was onto something the gurus and the scammers could never hope to touch, never mind replicate, because they were missing the key piece that made it all possible, the secret software I had built by my team. I was ecstatic. I was walking on air. I had a secret weapon, a way to create almost unlimited wealth by tapping into over 5.2 billion cell phones all around the world. I knew I'd found the holy grail of making money, and I also knew something else deep in my gut. I knew I had to share this software. I knew I needed to give it away to the little guy and give you the unfair advantage you need to start making money tonight. See, I still remember sitting at that big table at that meeting, looking around at all the laughing faces and feeling sick to my stomach. Because these guys weren't just using this secret method to make money. Some were actually using it to rip regular folks like you and me off. If you've ever gotten an email pitching a hypey claim or a dirty product, it's because these guys were using the secrets of the dark internet against you. And as I sat there and watched the profits pile up, I knew this was how I could finally get back at all the gurus and scammers who had been beating and abusing the regular, hard-working people for so long. I could get this software into the hands of the hungry little guy who would latch onto this, blast it out to the world, and experience for themselves what it's like to make real money on absolute autopilot without any of the BS the gurus tell you have to do. If you're one of the very few people I let grab this software, you'll be in the money position. We'll tap into the secret technology to build a massive list of untraceable leads. And you won't even need a list, a website, a product, any experience in order to cash in big with this breakthrough secret affiliate technology. Software I could only call mobile money machines. To give you a massive list of mobile addicts ready to stuff your pockets full of cash, literally at the push of a few buttons, and to give you a source of guru-proof wealth that means you'll never have to listen to another lame info product or go to another internet marketing seminar again. Listen, flat out, if you're smart enough to know how to check your voicemail, you can use this software to start making sales as soon as tonight. The Mobile Money Machine software uses the back door of the dark internet to insert your personal commission-attracting affiliate link onto thousands, tens of thousands, or even millions of Facebook, Twitter, and Google pages. Become the middleman on thousands of transactions a day and get paid again and again and again without doing any work at all. The best part? Nobody has a clue how this software really works, or about the secret connections at the primal base level of the internet that force computer and cell phone manufacturers to basically open up the doors to Fort Knox and shovel piles of cash into your pocket where they belong. Think about it for a second. Do you think some loser info marketing guru is going to be able to figure this stuff out? No freaking way. Which means you can use this software to huge affiliate commissions. Pay off your debts, have the vacation of your dreams, and it works for you even if you have no experience, no technical expertise, no list, no money, no JV partners, no product, and have never made one red cent online before. Heck, you don't even need to own a computer to cash in on this. Since the software is hosted on my server, which is absolutely bulletproof and can handle all the traffic you throw at it, you don't need to install anything on your computer at all. Honestly, my server is the only server in the world that connects the public internet with this underground internet, which is why I have to host the software myself. You could borrow a friend's laptop for 10 minutes of simple online setup. Start up the Mobile Money Machine software, hit go, and watch as the money starts pouring in, and keep making money for weeks, months, or even years without touching or changing a thing. Let me show you just what happens when you start using the Mobile Money Machine software. On the left, you can see one of my old ClickBank accounts using traditional traffic-getting methods. On the right, you can see the same account just a few months later after I discovered and implemented the technology from the Mobile Money Machine system. This is 100% undeniable proof of just how incredibly powerful this software is, how much traffic is just sitting there waiting for you to take it, and how much money you can make when you put this system to work. Listen, this has already changed everything for you, because if you walk away from this page right now, then you've already lost. But you need to be prepared for what it's going to be like when you suddenly don't need to worry about money anymore. When you've got so much cash just sitting in your bank account that you stop paying attention to how much things cost. When all the problems that are plaguing you right now just fade away like a bad dream. I know when that switch flipped for me, it was a shock. It took me a while to get used to flying first class everywhere I went, ordering whatever the heck I wanted at restaurants without worrying how much it cost, buying gifts for my wife and kids just because I could, and smashing my alarm clock with a ball-peen hammer because I knew I would never need it again. Just imagine this for a minute. Imagine sleeping like a baby for the first time in months, or even years. Waking up, not because your damn alarm starts screaming, but just because you feel like it. And walking over to the computer to find out you made more while you were sleeping than some people make in a whole year. Would that feel pretty good? You bet it would. And here's the really cool part. Just use your password to log in to the Mobile Money Machine server, set up your first campaign, and you could be making money as soon as tonight. No info products to wade through. No hours and hours of BS training videos that don't teach you a damn thing beyond how to sit on your butt and waste time. No hypnotic guru crap where some loser tries to convince you he's got magic money-making powers. All you have to do is log into the server. It takes seconds to do. Fill out a few forms, hit the go button, and you'll be in business. In fact, here's what I want you to do. After you set up the software, go reward yourself. Take the dog for a walk around the block. Go down to the bar. Go tell a woman in your life that you love her. Heck, give her the kind of kiss you haven't given her in years because you've been too stressed out about money. Or go spend some actual quality time with your kids and really enjoy them. You know, do something important. The kind of thing you're going to be able to do all the time once you discover how easy it is to get all the cash you need literally at the push of a button. Then come back and see what happened when you were gone. See how much money you can make in this simple, easy way without having to really do anything at all, even if you're 100% dead broke now. Hey, I've got a question for you. How much is it worth to you to hit a few buttons on your keyboard, walk away, and come back a few hours later to money in your account? Let me ask you a question. If you just made 1/10 of a penny from every cell phone in the world, how much would that be worth? With over 5.2 billion cell phones in the world, just being able to get 1/10 of 1% from every phone in the world would give you over $5 million. Heck, what if you could only make 1/10 of that? Or 1/100th? Heck, what if you just made 1 measly cent from 100,000 cell phone users each and every day? That would be $1,000 a day and $30,000 a month just by making 1 measly cent per cell phone user. Could you find a way to use an extra $30,000 right now? Would an entire month's income literally at the push of a few buttons have a positive impact on your life? Because if you can't begin making sales today with the help of this automated software, there's probably something wrong with you. The possibilities are endless because there's literally nobody else out there who figured this loophole out. Honestly, giving away this software could backfire on me. It's so powerful, it could end up being like giving a baby a gun. That's why, in order to protect your income streams and give you a massive unfair advantage and limit the chances that the wrong person gets a hold of this, I'm strictly limiting who gets the opportunity to crush it and pull in massive paydays with this shocking new software discovery. No exceptions, no BS. I'm strictly limiting access to the Mobile Money Machine software to a small group of marketers savvy enough and smart enough to recognize a sure thing when they see it. But this is an extremely limited opportunity for those who take action immediately. After this, I'm done, heading back to my regular life to enjoy my time and all the great freedoms early retirement brings me. That's the good news. The bad news is, please, don't download Mobile Money Machines unless you can promise me two things. One, you have to promise you'll use it. Seriously, I didn't come out of retirement and risk my marriage to waste my time on losers who are just going to sit on this opportunity. So if you're just some tire kicker who would rather bitch and complain about being poor than actually do something, then this isn't for you. And I'd like you just to leave this page and never come back. Because I know for every loser, there are 50 action takers right behind him who are chomping at the bit and salivating over the mountain of profits they can make when they put Mobile Money Machines into action. If you're the kind of person who can't even flip the switch on some software to make a ton of money, you're not the kind of person I want to work with. 2, you have to promise me you won't use this software for unethical purposes. It's that dangerous and it's that powerful. Okay, now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's get down to brass tacks. Honestly, with the amount of cash you're being set up to make using Mobile Money Machines, it'd be a steal for me to offer you this software at thousands of dollars. But you know what? I don't want you to pay for this software at all. I want to flat out give it to you. Free. Okay, I know that sounds crazy. I had to pay over $16,000 to get Mobile Money Machines software developed. And if I was some scammy guru, I'd package this software up with a bunch of useless info product training, do a big hypey launch, and charge you $1,997 for it. And I know full well that I could sell out every copy in a heartbeat at $1,997 and still have thousands of people pounding on my door and begging to get in. But you know what? This isn't about money for me. It's about revenge. Listen, as soon as I finish this, I'm going back to retirement. I'm going back to the good life with my wife and kids, where I don't even have to look at a computer, where I've got way more money than I'll ever need, and where I get to spend my days doing exactly 100% what I want to do. So it doesn't matter to me one iota what you pay to get in on this today. But it does matter to me that you get out of the guru scammer trap, get the money you've wanted for so long, and finally get the freedom you deserve. The gurus have ripped me off, torn me down, held me back at every turn, and the best revenge I can get on them is taking away their customers, turning their sheep into wolves, and giving you the tools you need to make money online the easy, no bullshit way. So the Mobile Money Machine software won't cost you $997 like some scammy launch. It won't cost you $797. It won't cost you $97. It won't cost you a dime. All I ask is that you pitch in $49 to help me recoup the cost of the massive server I had to set up to run this thing. But I'm only guaranteeing this deal to the small, savvy group of people who hit the download now button below. After that, it's gone. And so is your opportunity to finally be in the know on something as cutting edge as this breakthrough technology. In fact, don't be surprised, and don't complain to me if you leave this page and come back later just to see this. After spots are filled, I'm going back to my retirement, and I'm never coming back. This is your last chance. Your last chance to take the rocket train to Easy Street. Your last chance to cash in on the conspiracy that's been holding you down for so long. Your last chance to access the ability to start making serious money online. These are the people who are going to win this game and be armed to the teeth with a never-before-seen piece of technology that will end their money problems for good. Oh, and just to make this really easy for you, here's why you 100% can't lose. Risk-free, bulletproof, 60-day, 100% money-back guarantee. Here's the deal. I don't need your money. The only reason I'm giving you the chance to grab this software is because I actually enjoy helping people, because I want to get the revenge on the gurus who keep trying to piss you off. I'm charging you $49 today to keep my massive server running, and giving you the software for free to motivate you to actually get off your butt, to escape the conspiracy that's been holding you down for years, and finally change your life and get the money and the lifestyle you've been dreaming of. So here's all you have to do. Just say, maybe, to Mobile Money Machines. Download the software, watch the videos I put together for you showing exactly how to use it. Set it up and watch in amazement, like I did, as a flood of traffic and sales starts rushing towards your door. Grab your piece of the $5.2 billion mobile pie. Make as much money as you want with the software for 2 full months. And if for any reason at all you decide this isn't for you, just let me know. I'll give you your tiny $49 back. That's the deal. No fine print, no BS, no wiggle room. Just let me know anytime in the next 8 weeks and you'll get your money back. You'll lose your software license and I'll open up a spot for somebody else. Okay, now that we've got business out of the way, I want you to stop and think about something else for a second. You've already seen how powerful the software is and how it effortlessly creates multiple streams of income flowing into your bank account on absolute autopilot. But what this is really about is freedom. It's about doing the things you were never able to do before. It's about going places you never have been, but have always wanted to go, and being able to live a life you never even dreamed was possible. It's about you. How would it feel to watch your bank balance go up every single day on absolute autopilot? Seriously, how would that feel? How would it feel to wake up every morning, log into your bank account, and see 6 figures just sitting there? How would it feel to have so much money in your bank account and so much more coming in that you literally don't know what the heck to do with it? How would it feel to stop having a heart attack every time the price of gas goes up? Or to walk into a car dealership and pay cash for the car of your dreams? How would it feel to just decide to take a vacation anywhere in the world, spring for first-class tickets just because, and not even bother packing because, you can just buy whatever you want when you get there? How would it feel to never have to worry about money again? To stop worrying, to stop being a victim, to stop arguing about money all the time with your wife? How would it feel to finally be able to relax and live your life instead of just fighting and clawing and complaining your way through your existence? And how would it feel to get all of that just because you made one little choice that changed everything? Flat out, no more excuses, no more being broke, no more hopes and broken dreams. It's time for you to make the most important decision of your life. Listen, I don't want to put a lot of pressure on you here, but it is do or die time. I'm taking the site down soon, and you need to make a choice right now, whether you're going to come along on this ride or sit on the sidelines, watch another opportunity pass you by. Once we're full, I'm done. That's the promise I made my wife and my kids, and it's a promise I'm going to keep. A tiny group of action takers is going to take the software and run with it. Cash in on the secret underground internet underneath everything, while everybody else is going to keep their eyes closed and their fingers in their ears and ignore the truth that's sitting right in front of them. So there's 2 options here. Option A, the option to leave this page. Forget everything I just told you. Try to forget the truth you just learned. Go back to writing articles like the gurus tell you and hoping to clear $20 a month for all your work, and ignoring that sinking, nauseous feeling in your gut that tells you you're doing it wrong, that you're living in the past, that you're letting the gurus rip you off again and aren't even putting up a fight. Or you could go with option 2. You could be one of the select group of folks who understand free money when they see it, who grab the mobile money machine software for free and pitch in for the server costs, who get fat and happy and rich, and get to retire to their own beach in Mexico for as long as they want while everybody else keeps suffering and scraping by. Do you want to be a winner, or do you want to keep being a sheep? Do you want to get rich, or do you want to keep being abused by the gurus who just want to rip you off? Do you want to get out ahead of the pack and get the big money, or do you want to pick up the crumbs when the big dogs are gone? To grab your free mobile money machine software and tap into fast automated cash, you must click the button now before it's too late. Because if you don't, someone else will. But again, it's your life, your choice, and your decision to finally make real money online. To your success, Frank Lucas. P.S. I'm retiring again after this. I'm going back to being a professional husband and professional dad. I'm getting out. But before I do, I'm doing everything I can to make sure your income streams are 100% guru-proof and protected. I know what it's like to be desperate and poor and alone, which is why I'm giving you everything you need to generate a flood of traffic and sales tonight. Even if you don't have a website, soon we're going to kill this website forever, so you'll lose out. PPS. You get the software for free. It's worth at least $1,997, but it's yours for free today. All I ask is that you invest just $49 to help out with the cost of the massive server you'll be using to take advantage of this profit-pooling breakthrough technology. PPPS. If you want to make money right now, then click the big Add to Cart button. No excuses. Do it now and get your piece of the money while you can.